Alright, it's early October. This is the very first cold front of the season. Basically, my game plan today is I got some north winds and there's a clear cut. And it's blowing over the clear cut into a bean field. So basically, the goal is I'm going to work my way down the bean field. Plan A is look for hot sun, had a setup on it. I have all my gear on my back. It's windy, so I'll have some good cover for noise. I can get away with more movement, things like that. So my plan B is if I can't find sign I want to set up on, I'm going to go deep into the clear cut down an overgrown logging road. There's an old sawmill station and there's a big, huge sawdust pile there. And there's 6 or 7 old logging trails that go into there. They're all overgrown, so you basically got to just beat through the brush and the thorns, but with the wind cover I can do that. So we'll see if I find sign along the field edge. I'll work back into it and try and get closer to the bedding, but otherwise I'll go there to where all those trails meet up and we'll just kind of see what happens. So it's like a 30-degree drop from yesterday to today. Good winds, so I'm excited. Should be a good night. So plan A was a bust. Plan B is in effect I'm working my way to a stand site. But I keep getting periods where I have really good wind and I can move. And then periods like this where the wind dies down and I kind of just have to twiddle my thumbs. I'm waist deep in briars and stuff right now. So I'm just going to take my time. I left the house around noon for an evening sit. Knowing that if I came back here, it's just under a mile walk, and the majority of it is through some thick stuff. So, I'm just waiting on another gust to keep moving. my sight, which I shouldn't have done. I had him at 30 yards. I should have left my pin at 25. I tried to switch it to 35 and I turned it too much, put it on 45 and shot right over his back. Nothing worse than missing a buck because you did something stupid. Clean miss at least. Redemption. All right. Sorry. A little bit cold. A little bit in shock. So, first cold front of the year. I missed that buck. You saw it on video. Stay tight. Knocked another arrow. I grunted a few times. This deer had no clue I was here. I had 12, 13 does running around. They had no clue I was here. So I figured I had a chance he might show back up, and dang, sure enough, here he comes. I think it's the same buck. It is big, a big buck. I know I had a clean miss. I could see my fletchings from the first shot in the binoculars. I shot right over his back. This will be my last hunt with a slider sight. Oh. But yeah, he came back out and he had no clue I was here. I think he actually grunted. It sounded like a good hit. I don't even know if I got it on camera, but it sounded like I heard him pop. So I almost didn't come out tonight. My wife's homesick. I was gonna stay home with her, take care of her, and she told me that she'd feel worse with me being home tonight than she would if I was there taking care of her. So I went out. So this one's for you, honey. Recovery's next, hopefully. Hopefully. I'll walk down this way. Different perspective sometimes.
Remy, right here. Right here, right here. Good girl. This way. Find it. Right there. I say we, well. Come on, girl.
Like the world's worst cameraman, by the way.
Oh, you don't even have to. It's like...
Well, there's another blood spot up ahead.
Okay, let her figure that one out. Find it, girl. Okay. Yeah. Good girl.
Yeah, she's right in the blood right now,
She's sucking it. You can hear her nostrils. They'll like click almost. That's a really good sign. I think this is good. I know, girl. We know it's back there. We need to progress here. She might just be. She's going to. I know, girl.
Okay, so it is about an hour after sunup, maybe not even an hour. I had a couple cups of coffee and made some phone calls. We were out till 2 a.m. last night with the dog looking, and the dog's just a pup. It's just actually only its third track, and I made some mistakes. When we were in there before the dog showed up, I was carrying my bow around with a bloody fletching on it, and bumping into all sorts of stuff. So a lot of the times the dog would end up tracking me and the arrow instead of tracking the deer. There were multiple times last night where we could smell them. You know, we would just get, the wind was pretty calm, but you'd get that occasional shift and you could smell the deer. So I know we were close. It's so thick in there, we could have walked right past them a dozen times and not known it. Dog's young, so it's been on 2 other trips before last night. So I haven't lost hope yet. I've looked at the film. I've had people look at the film who I trust have been hunting for a long time. Everybody thinks it's a dead deer. I got 3 guys coming up. We're just going to grid search the area until we find it. So temps got down into the 30s last night, so I'm not worried about losing meat. It's just a question of finding them and getting them out of there. This is the fun part. So hopefully we find them here quick and get them out of there and get back to it. Pennsylvania's next.
Holy crap. Nice freaking jaw.
He found him. He goes, hey, I found some sign.
That was perfect. How do you believe it?